Have you ever watched The Lion King and thought Pumbaa looked like one of the toughest animals on the African savanna? In many ways, he is. A real warthog carries powerful tusks, stands its ground against dangerous predators, and won't hesitate to fight when its family is threatened. But there is one enemy no tusk can stab, one enemy no charge can scare away. And it doesn't roar, it doesn't chase, it doesn't even make a sound. It simply clings to the skin, day after day, until every moment becomes unbearable. Somewhere on the savanna, a mother warthog begins another ordinary morning with her young piglet close behind. Not far away, another family is also starting the day. They are much smaller, constantly moving, always searching for their next meal. At first glance, these two families seem to have nothing in common. They live differently. They eat different food. They face the world in completely different ways. Nothing suggests their paths should ever cross. Yet within a few minutes, something extraordinary is about to happen. Not a fight, not a chase, not another struggle between hunter and prey. Instead, the two families will quietly create one of the most unexpected partnerships on the African savanna. A partnership where neither side speaks, neither side makes a promise, and yet both understand exactly what the other needs. Sometimes survival isn't decided by the strongest animal. Sometimes it begins when strength is no longer enough. A fully grown warthog is an impressive animal. Its heavy body is built for survival, and 4 sharp tusks serve as powerful weapons whenever danger appears. If a lion comes too close, if a leopard attacks, even if several hyenas surround it, a warthog doesn't simply give up. It lowers its head and charges with surprising speed, forcing many predators to think twice before getting any closer. But not every enemy stands in front of it. Some are so small they're almost impossible to notice. Ticks. Tiny parasites, no larger than a fingertip, gather around the ears and disappear deep inside the folds of skin. Day after day, they remain attached, feeding without stopping. The irritation never truly ends. The mother warthog tries everything she can. She rubs herself against rough tree trunks. She rolls across the dusty ground. She scratches with a hind leg. Again and again, she shakes her head, hoping the movement will dislodge at least a few of the stubborn parasites. But every attempt ends the same way. The ticks hidden inside her ears barely move. The discomfort remains. Her powerful tusks are useless. Her strength means nothing. Against such tiny enemies, even one of the toughest animals on the savanna has no real answer. And while she continues searching for relief, another family is already moving across the grassland, unaware that they are about to discover the perfect meal waiting right in front of them. Not far from the warthog, a family of banded mongooses begins its daily search for food. They move together as a close group, spreading across the ground while constantly staying aware of one another. Each member has a job. Most keep their noses close to the earth, searching carefully as they move. But one never joins the search completely. Instead, it stands upright, scanning every direction, watching, listening, waiting. On the African savanna, danger can appear without warning. A single mistake could put the entire family at risk. The moment anything suspicious enters view, the lookout reacts instantly. An alarm call cuts through the quiet morning. Without hesitation, every mongoose abandons the search and races back toward the safety of its burrow. Only when the danger has completely passed do they emerge again and continue exactly where they stopped. That routine repeats itself every day. It keeps the family alive. This morning seems no different. The group continues moving through the grass until something ahead catches their attention. A mother warthog. And beside her, a young piglet. Normally, that might be enough reason to stay cautious, but that isn't what interests them. Their eyes settle somewhere else. Across the warthog's body, around her ears, hidden among her skin, the tiny parasites covering her become impossible to ignore. For the mongooses, they aren't a problem. They're food. And, without realizing it, both families are only moments away from beginning a partnership neither of them planned. The first mongoose doesn't rush forward. It slows its pace. One careful step, then another. Its eyes never leave the mother warthog. The distance between them grows smaller with every second. The piglet stays close to its mother, watching the tiny stranger with quiet curiosity. Everything remains still. Neither side knows exactly what will happen next. The mongoose is close enough now that the warthog could easily drive it away with a single swing of her head, but she doesn't. Instead, something completely unexpected happens. The mother slowly bends her front legs and lowers herself toward the ground. Her head drops until her ears are fully exposed, almost as if she already knows why the little visitors have come. She doesn't threaten them. She doesn't back away. She simply waits. The first mongoose hesitates for only a moment before stepping onto her shoulder. Nothing happens. The warthog remains perfectly calm. Seeing that, the rest of the family quickly follows. Within seconds, several mongooses are climbing across her back, each choosing a different place to search. There is no confusion, no competition, almost as though every member understands exactly where to look. For a brief moment, the noisy savanna grows strangely peaceful. Two completely different animals stand together, in complete trust. Neither family forces the moment. Neither tries to take more than it needs. And as the tiny hunters begin their careful search, the mother warthog remains absolutely still, allowing the unusual partnership to unfold. The search doesn't take long. The mongooses know exactly what they're looking for. One parasite after another is discovered among the folds of skin. A quick bite, and another tick is gone. Then another. Each tiny meal disappears almost as quickly as it is found. The family spreads across the mother's shoulders, neck, and ears, working patiently without getting in each other's way. The warthog hardly moves. Only a short while ago, she couldn't stop shaking her head. Her ears twitched over and over as the parasites continued to bother her. Now, everything becomes quiet. The constant irritation begins to fade. She no longer rubs against trees. She no longer scratches with her hind leg. Instead, she simply lets the little cleaners continue their work. Beside her, the piglet watches every movement. The mongooses remain completely focused on their meal. The warthog remains completely focused on staying still. For several peaceful minutes, nothing interrupts them. There is no sign of fear, no sign of conflict. Only two wild families helping each other without a single sound. It almost feels as though the rest of the savanna has disappeared. But on this vast grassland, peace rarely lasts for long. Somewhere beyond the tall grass, another pair of eyes has already noticed movement. And before either family realizes it, the calm morning is about to change in an instant. Without warning, one mongoose suddenly stops searching. It climbs down and rises onto its hind legs, completely still. Its head turns slowly as it studies the distant grass. For a heartbeat, nothing happens. Then the warning comes. A sharp alarm call breaks the silence. The peaceful gathering disappears instantly. Every mongoose jumps from the warthog's back without hesitation. The meal is forgotten. The family races toward the safety of its burrow as fast as their legs can carry them. The mother warthog reacts just as quickly. She rises from her knees and immediately turns toward her piglet. There is no hesitation, no confusion, only one goal: reach cover before danger arrives. In the distance, a lioness is moving across the savanna. She is still far away, but neither family is willing to take the risk. Within moments, the place that had been filled with quiet cooperation is completely empty. Only the disturbed grass remains. For several long minutes, everything stays hidden. The mongooses wait near their burrow. The mother warthog keeps her piglet close. No one moves too soon. No one assumes the danger has passed. Only after enough time has gone by does the lookout carefully step forward once again. Its eyes sweep across the open ground, searching, listening, making absolutely certain that the threat is gone before allowing the day to continue. The warning has faded. The lioness is no longer anywhere in sight. Still, neither family rushes back into the open. The lookout mongoose remains alert for a few moments longer, carefully scanning every direction. Only when everything appears quiet again does it lower itself and continue walking. One by one, the others leave the safety of the burrow. Their morning search begins again. Across the grassland, the mother warthog also steps out from her hiding place. Her piglet stays close, following every move as they slowly return to the same stretch of open ground. It doesn't take long before the two families see each other again. There is no hesitation this time, no cautious approach, no uncertainty. The unfinished work simply resumes. The mongooses climb onto the mother warthog once more, returning almost to the exact places where they had stopped before the alarm. The tiny parasites are still there. So, the meal continues. The mother warthog lowers her head once again, remaining as still as before. Nothing about the moment feels forced. It is simply a quiet understanding between two wild families. For the mongooses, every tick is another meal. For the warthog, every tick removed is another moment of relief. The interruption caused by danger is over. The partnership continues as naturally as if it had never been broken. And just as quietly as it began, it slowly comes to an end. After the last few ticks are gone, the families separate without ceremony. The banded mongooses return to their endless search across the savannah, looking for whatever meal comes next. The mother warthog gently turns away, her piglet following close behind as they disappear into the grass. There are no signs of celebration, no reward waiting for either side, no exchange beyond what has already happened. Each family simply leaves with exactly what it came for. The mongooses found food. The warthog found relief from the tiny parasites that her own strength could never defeat. On the African savannah, survival doesn't always belong to the biggest or the strongest. Sometimes it depends on recognizing an opportunity when it appears. Sometimes it depends on accepting help from an unexpected place. For a short time, two completely different families crossed paths. Neither changed the other's world forever. Neither owed the other anything. Yet, for those few quiet moments, each made life a little easier for the other. And perhaps that's one of nature's most remarkable lessons. Not every victory comes from fighting. Sometimes, the greatest advantage is simply allowing another life to do what you cannot. The savannah grows quiet once again, as both families continue their separate journeys, until another ordinary day brings another unexpected meet.